Hello, this is Sylvia, and I just learned something new and I wanted to share with you. As you all know, I'm a big tickle fan, and so I'm happy to take on any new challenges for me to learn something new about tickle. Today I learned about the lassign command. As we all know, and it is one of the limiting issues with tickle, is that a procedure, which is kind of like a function, can only return a single variable. And so you can only really assign a single variable to what is returned by a procedure, which is really what the limiting thing is. Well, you can return a list, but that still list will go into a single variable. Well, we're going to pull in the lassign command, which is kind of cool because you could use it for procedures, but then you could really use it for anything else. And I just learned about it, and it's kind of cool. So if you look it up in the manual, you Google lassign and tickle, and it brings you here, and it gives you the format of it. Of course, I always go down to the examples, but the way it really works is lassign, in this list, you tell it what the variables are that are being returned for this variable, from this list. So the first one will be X, Y, and Z. So we're going to use this, and we're going to use this with a procedure. So I pulled out my little tickle interpreter somewhere here. I have way too many windows open on my computer. Okay, so here's my little tickle window that I like to play with. And I'm going to start defining things. So first I'm going to define a procedure. So I'm going to say proc. I'm not going to call it my proc because that's just the best name for it. And I'm going to take in one input variable. And then I'm going to return different things that I can do with this variable. So I'm going to say set B expression, so which means compute 3 times $A, set C expression 6 times $A, and set D expression 9 times $A. And this could be really anything that you want to do. So now if I say my proc and I send the value 5, I should get 15, 20, and I only get 1. Oh, what did I do? Well, if you just do it this way, what a procedure is going to do is you don't have to return anything, but if you don't put a return command, it's really going to return the last value you computed, which is 9 times 45. So what I need to do is I need to rewrite my procedure and make it be a little bit better. So here I'm going to add, how do I do this? I go here and I say, somehow I can't add a return carriage right there, so I'm going to say return, and then in this list I'm going to put $B, $C, and $D, period. And so now if I say my proc 5, it's going to return this list. So I could say set K or my proc 5, and now K is a list of those variable. So if I say give me the length of K, it's going to give me 3. If I say index of K2, it's going to give me the last index. Well, because I put it in brackets, so it's complaining, but that's what it does. But what I want to do is I want to assign names to each one of these variables. Well, that's what brings in the lassign command. So now I could do lassign, and then I'm going to say my proc 5, or let's say 7, just to make it more interesting now. And then I'm going to say A, B, and C. So it's going to assign A, B, and C, the values in that list. Great, I didn't get an error. So now if I say put $A, I get 21, because 7 times 3 is 21. Put $B, put $C. And so what's really cool is, so this is the way that you would get, it's a tiny little extra step, but it gives you a little bit more flexibility because you could do it both ways. Now what's handy is, let's say that we've got a list that is actually properties of my beam section. So let's say that set beam properties, and it's going to have 36 is my area, 199.9 is my IY, and 299.9 is going to be my IZ. Well, what I can do is I can do lassign $beam prop, and then I'm going to say A, IY, and IZ. And so now if I say puts A, puts IY puts $IZ. There it is. I thought this was really cool. I'm really excited about the millions of things that I could do with this. And I hope this was fun for you too. Bye-bye.